What is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back in the Turbo Accord today, and today it's time to finally do some plugs, because we're still running the stock plugs with the stock gap, and on a turbo setup that's not going to work. So I got me some V-Powers, I don't know, whatever it called for stock. I wanted to go one colder than stock, but they didn't have it in stock up at the local auto parts store. Now I'm going to gap them down, but the only problem is I lost my little spark plug gapper tool. So I got to go back up to advance. Now the issue that I'm running into is I have my truck hooked up to the trailer down there, and it's like in the ditch, and it rained a bunch, so it's like super muddy, and I don't want to drive the truck because it get a bunch of mud everywhere. So I'm going to try to drive the Accord up to advance. Stay tuned, because we may actually, this may not be a fixing up video. This may be a breakdown video, but cross your fingers and knock on some plastic wood grain with me. Actually, there's no wood grain in here. Knock on some just plastic trim. But yeah, let's go get ourselves a little spark plug gapper tool thingamajigger. You know what I'm saying. All right. And for anybody that doesn't know, it's the eBay turbo setup. Got the little, up pipe coming through the hood. People were getting on me on the last video being like, oh my god, this is so ratchet. It's kind of the point for it to be ratchet, but we changed out the wastegate spring. We're doing about 4 psi, maybe 4.5 psi, trying to get it safe, because we are running stock fuel injectors and a stock fuel pump. I have not put in the tuned ECU yet. We're going to do those spark plugs first, and then we're going to throw that ECU in and see if we can't, see if it don't feel better. I don't have a wideband yet. That'll probably be the next thing, so I don't want to stay into it too much and blow it up yet. Keyword being yet. So there she is in all her glory. Little ghetto Accord for sure. Let's go get those tools. Oh crap. Come on, baby. The starter is seeing better days. There we go. By the way, that's a idle air control valve issue. I took it apart and cleaned it, and it only jumps now a little bit. Before it was like ring, so it is an improvement. And when it gets fully warmed up, sometimes it stops jumping, and it's just like meh. So I mean, I can deal with it for now. But yeah, Accord, you better not leave me stranded in the rain when nobody's around. Everybody's gone doing something. Kayla's working today. All the guys are working. I don't want to get stranded today, that's for sure. Advance isn't too far. It's only like 10 minutes up the road. We should be fine. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, so we have a new problem. The windshield wipers stopped working halfway into the ride. Don't know what's up with that, but they are not working. So that's a thing, and it's raining pretty good now. I should be able to make it there, because I have horrible eyesight as usual. So this is like normally how it looks to the world. Yeah, life is good though. We're running cool. We got a little bit of gas left. It's bogging a little bit, but I just can't give it a lot of gas. I can't really get into boost, but yeah, life is good. Radio also stopped working. Don't know what's up with that. Probably related to the windshield wipers, potentially. Alright guys and gals, we made it back. Yes, we did make it to the store and back from the store. And I figured out why I probably didn't buy a spark plug gauge tool last time, because these are the only ones they had in stock. I don't like these. The normal ones, it's a solid cylinder that as you rotate it up, it gets bigger. These are like, oh, it's got one for, let's see if it'll even focus in. It's got one for 0.025, 0.030, 0.035, which it should work. I'm gonna set the plugs to 0.025. Might be a little aggressive, but I'd rather be on the tighter side than letting the spark get blown out. And that's another thing. That's why you gap your plugs down. With increased boost pressure, there's increased cylinder pressure, and if your gap is too big, normally it wouldn't be a problem on a naturally aspirated motor, but on a turbo motor, it can blow the spark out and give you a bad, well, it can give you detonation or just a bad running condition. So yeah, we're definitely going to be gapping these bad boys down. First I'll see what they are just straight out of the box here. Alright, so out of the box they are 0.04, and I'm going to bring them down to 0.025, so tighten these bad boys up a little bit. And literally the way you do it is you can just take and press down on the end of it on something hard and then check it. So obviously it's kind of hard for me to do while I'm holding the camera, but yeah, that's all. And then you just check it again. If you need to pull it back open a little bit, there's this little like piece of metal on the end, you can just pry it in there and kind of push it back apart. Alright guys, so if you saw that big old smoke puff ball, what that was is when I took my plugs out, one of my tube seals is absolutely like cashed out, and it's letting oil go down into the spark plug tube, and it was sitting on top of the spark plug. So when I took the spark plug out, went down into the cylinder, and then when I fired up, it's like burning off all that oil in there. So yeah, it seems to be running pretty clean now. I'm not really going to take it out and go down the road or do any pulls or anything, because it just started raining even harder. And it's just asking for trouble because I have a turbo that's just wide open ready to suck more water in, because I probably already sucked a little bit in on the way to the store and back. But anyway, so yeah, got the plugs in, got those bad boys gapped down. Next episode we should be able to get that ECU in. It's a tuned ECU that I bought off of eBay. Cross your fingers. We'll see what that bad boy is going to do, but basically right now I'm just staying out of boost whenever I do ride the car, because basically it's not any faster with the turbo without a tune than it would be just like naturally aspirated, because there's no extra fuel to add extra air. Because I had some people asking me about that. They're like, can I put a turbo on my car and not get it tuned? Absolutely not, guys. If you care about your car, which, I mean, I care about this kind of. If it blows up, it's not a huge deal. I mean, some people pay more for four-wheelers and stuff than I've paid for this car. But, yeah, this is more of just like a little bit of a fun project for me. That's why I've only got on it a couple times, and it's all been while it's on video, because anytime you're boosting on a car that's not designed to have a turbo on it, so a non-turbo car that you turboed, and you're not tuned, it's really rolling the dice, and you're asking for it. So yeah, that's just to clarify a couple questions that some people had about turboing non-turbo cars. I'll go into that more later on, but thank you guys for watching. Just a quick little update video to keep y'all in the loop if you're on the quarantine grind like me. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you on the next one. Adios.